I'm Charlize and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 books that I'm most excited to read. Update on my wrist for those of you who watched my wrap up. I had a cast thingy, bandages, and that got taken off yesterday and I didn't even know that I had stitches. So I have stitches and I didn't even know. I literally knew nothing about that surgery. I didn't even know if they fixed my wrist, let alone knew if I had stitches or not. So I found that out, that I have stitches. I have like 5 little holes in my wrist, guys. 5 little holes. They're tiny and I'm allowed to do whatever with my wrist, it's all good. And yeah, so I'm not really sure about the ligament issue, but I'm pretty sure it's all G because they didn't say anything. But I'm going to see the surgeon, the actual guy who did the operation, next week, so he should be able to tell me for sure. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm always like really excited to read a bunch of books. I never have like one book that I'm like, I'm gonna read that book next. I'm always like, there's like a group of books at a certain time and they don't even, there's no theme to them. There's nothing common about these books. They're just the books that I want to read right now for some reason. And because I don't read that quickly, I often have just a bunch of books that I want to read all the time. So I thought I'd share those books with you, and it's kind of like a TBR-ish video because I haven't been doing TBRs, so this is kind of like an idea of the books that I'll be reading soonish probably. So let me know which of these books that I show you in the comments is your favorite book, and that might be the next book that I'll read and might get me more excited for it. And yes, so let's get started. These are in no particular order, I just can't put them in order, it's just my little pile. I'm just going to go from top to bottom. So the first book on my pile is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This is the 6th book in the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, of course. This is the first time that I'm reading this series and I've just read the 5th book and I'm so excited to read these last 2 books because it's just taken like a darker turn, this series, and I really, really like it and I'm so excited. Oh, like, everyone's gonna say to read this one first, obviously. The next book on my pile is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. The only reason I haven't picked this book up before I picked up Illuminae is because I don't have the next book in the series and I'm trying to save money at the moment, so I don't want to be buying books. That's basically the only reason, because I'm really excited to read this book. I've been wanting to read this book like since I started BookTube and I just haven't yet. Don't know why. The next book on my list is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I've read Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell and I really, really enjoyed that one. So I'm hoping that I'll like this one just as much or even more than that one. I've heard most people like Eleanor and Park more, but some people like Fangirl more, and I don't know if I'll like it or not. I haven't read contemporary in a while, I don't think, or like, I just haven't been reading much contemporary for some reason. I do always enjoy reading contemporary. But I'm waiting until I start uni to read this book because I know it follows our main character who is in college at the time, so I think that it would be best to read it when I start university. The next book I have is You by Caroline Kepnes. This is a book that I bought recently and I haven't hauled it yet. I also haven't hauled The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer or the next book on this list. But yeah, I'm just really excited about this because it's quite short and it is just something that I'm in the mood for. I've been watching Dexter and I don't know why, but I feel like this would be kind of a similar sort of messed up vibe because it's told in second person. It's just meant to be really creepy and I'm excited. And also it has a sequel that's coming out and I didn't know this was going to be a series, but apparently it is. And I think, yeah, this is an adult book and I tend to actually really enjoy adult books, so I get really excited about the adult books. And the last book on my list is The Marvels by Brian Selznick. This is, if you don't know about this author, he also wrote, if I can get it because it's heavy, The Inventions of Hugo Cabret, and I've read this one. He also read Wonderstruck, which I have not yet read, but I need to. I don't own it. These books are kind of expensive, except this one I got for really cheap, so that's good. And look how pretty it is. It is gold and it is just so pretty. And if you don't know, this author does a lot of like drawings in his books, and with this one he did like just over half of the book in drawing. Like the whole first half is drawings and then the whole second half is text, and so you kind of just fly through these books, and so I'm always just excited to read them. Just like when I buy graphic novels, I'm like, I want to read it now because it'll take me like 2 seconds. And it's like watching a movie, these books, and I really enjoyed The Invention of Hugo Cabret, so I'm hoping I'll enjoy this one too. So those are all of the books that I'm most excited to read at the moment. It just so happened to be 5. It's not a top 5 Wednesday or anything, by the way. It just so happened to be 5 books that I could pick out that I was like equally excited to read. So that's why there's 5 of them. Yeah, remember to comment down below which of the books you want me to read the most, or which one you think I'll enjoy the most, or whatever. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!